Hey, what's up, guys? Carry on about the video, and today I'm going to do my Toonami review for October 22nd, 2022 through October 23rd, 2022. So, here we go. Starting off the block, we had Housing Complex C. So, episode starts out with uh, mostly Kimmy opens up the door there, and this guy was trying to kill Kimmy there. Mostly, uh, he's like another human sacrifice there, and she's like, oh, stay away from me and stuff like that. That's what Kimmy was saying. She was saying, stay away from her and stuff like that. Khan there was actually thinking something was going on with Kimmy, so he runs up the stairs there. Um, and the lady tries to stop the Khan there, um, and stuff like that. And he's like, mostly saying like, he's like, where's Kimmy there? And then she mostly goes after him with a knife there. Goes after Khan with the knife, and Khan was trying to like hold himself back from getting stabbed there and stuff like that. And so he totally, and and he was like holding them back there. He's like, I'm not your enemy. Why you're attacking me and stuff like that. That's what Khan was actually saying there. She's like, he's like, you're just this and this and this and stuff like that. So when the guy was trying to attack Kimmy there, technically her friend tackles the guy down there, and she's like, don't worry about me, just get out of here and run there. That's what she told him. So she technically dipped there. Uh, Mostly when technically Khan was technically fighting the lady there and stuff like that. She was technically fighting the lady there and stuff. And he pushes her down, and he's like, I can't believe this there. And then the lady technically stabs him right in the chest there. He's like, God dang, he's like, how I can do this and stuff like that. That's what Khan was actually thinking and stuff. Um, so technically, Khan runs up the stairs. They're trying to get Kimmy out of the fucking out of the harm's way. Technically, the friend acted super weird. Um, Fucking, she was gonna try to murder uh, Kimmy there. She kind of like laughs at the guy there, with the guy there, and mostly I think that's her father, the crazy girl's father there, or the girl's father, or the best friend's father there. Mostly the best friend's trying to kill Kimmy there. She chases her down there. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna be my next victim and stuff." So technically, Kimmy was trying to run away, going through the fucking tunnels and stuff like that. When technically she was going through the tunnels and stuff. Uh, Weird parts of the episode there were fucking where she technically chases her down there, and then technically there was like she was like actually saying something to them there, saying something about she's like, oh yeah, your parents tried to kill me there, but you want to know what actually happened there and stuff like that. She's like, wait, let's compare this and this and this. She's like, I'm gonna knock your head off, and so that's what the friend was saying to her. And then she was like, oh yeah, she throws some fucking like corpses. She's like, oh yeah, this is your parents there who were trying to kill me. Here's your dad's, like they show like certain type of body parts there, and mostly and then she shows him the body parts, and she gets sprayed by the blood there. She screams there and stuff like that. she's like, this is not happening and stuff like that. That's what she was saying. And then mostly weird shit happens there. Like it gets fucking like weird at this point where technically she was talking there, saying like, oh yeah, this is all this stuff there and stuff like that. And then we seen this like beam of light there, and it fucking like flashes through our eyes, and mostly we see Khan coming out of the thing. And he's like, what the heck is going on and stuff. So that was how, and that's where, and then mostly in the end of the episode we see him actually doing all that stuff there and stuff like that, and he was like looking out the thing. And that's where the episode ends. So that's House in Complex C. Technically, it was technically the last episode of House in Complex C. So that's it for that episode. Next, we had Yashahime. Didn't watch that. After Yashahime, we had One Piece there. So, episode starts out with the fucking mostly in the previous episode were technically the kids there were going crazy because they want their candy there. And mostly Chopper was actually looking at it, and mostly this candy they're taking it, or it was technically drugged there, and he's mostly taking the samples there and stuff like that, and it's mostly this the candy there is mostly like drugged and shit like that. So technically these kids were technically drugged, and according to Chopper there, that's what he was saying and stuff like that. Mostly the kids threw a tantrum there because they were trying to get their candy there, and mostly they were trying to try to attack Luffy's crew there and stuff like that. Technically, Usopp there did the sleep star there, so when he hits them with the sleep star, they all fall asleep there. So technically, it stops them from going outraging, trying to hit there and trying to kill them and stuff, and stuff like that. We see some big footprints on the snow. We see some like fucking like these Yeti guys there. They were talking to the boss there, or the master they call it, the master, and mostly they're like, we need to take him out and stuff like that. And he said, kill one of the kill or the straw hats captured and shit. And then they were saying that's understood there. So when I was going on with that stuff there, they were saying all that stuff there and stuff like that. And mostly Luffy, Robin, Usopp there went out and tried to investigate what was going on and stuff like that, and technically Frankie in Chopper's body, and then mostly they were saying something about that there. They were expecting it was giants there and stuff like that, and Luffy was actually saying, he's like, well, these are weird there, and he's like, these are not giants, but something bigger. So he was actually saying stuff about that. They mostly attacked. The Sasquatches attacked their compound, and Robin was saying something to Luffy, saying there's smoke already, and that's where this came from. So they went they're technically going back there, and they mostly bust in, killed the pirate they technically Luffy captured there and stuff like that, and mostly they killed him, and they take fucking Nami and Frankie's body there because they thought it was Frankie. Mostly snatching her up and stuff like that, and mostly taking off with her and stuff like that, and mostly Chopper. In the end of the episode, we see Chopper running over to Luffy there, saying they took Nami away, and that's where the episode ends. So that's One Piece. So next we had another episode of One Piece. I'm not gonna do that one. So after One Piece, there, we had Naruto Shippuden. So episode starts out with uh, mostly Madara was telling Obito there to come, not Obito, but Zetsu to come over and takes the other part of the other Nine Tails away. The nice the nice the nice version of Karma there. Mostly, and then mostly Gar was actually thinking he's like he took the fourth Hokage's Nine Tails there. Mostly mostly he mostly uh, Zetsu was trying to come out of Obito there, but technically Obito uh, fought him back there, and mostly gained confidence and stuff like that. So, and he's like, well, you compare this there and stuff like that, and kind of looks like Obito's doing something there. And technically Madara doesn't really expect it there. He's like, oh, just come over to me, and you can be uh, the thing there and stuff like that. That's what he was telling Obito there. So Obito walks over to Madara there, or walking over to Madara. Technically, the Makashi, Minato, and Garo were trying to do that there, but failed. And then he's like, just come over to my side there. And so that's what Madara was actually telling Obito. Obito mostly hits him there. He's like, what are you doing and stuff? And then mostly he strikes. He's like, what? He's like, Madara's figuring out he was gonna strike the Nine Tails away from him and stuff like that. And then mostly grabs uh, he grabs one part of the One Tails, and he grabs one part of the Eight Tails there. He's like, oh, you only grab like two things of the One Tails and Eight Tails there. And he mostly bounces off there and stuff like that. And mostly they were saying about that stuff there. Mostly he's like, well, you need to do something about that, Obito. And then we go into the flashback there where technically Obito was mostly meets Akashi there and stuff like that for the first time. Mostly they're doing a contest there. He's trying to do the fireball there. Doesn't really work. Technically, Akashi does his bug wave there and actually got a perfect score there and stuff like that. And then they mostly hang out. They hang out and hang out in the day and stuff like that. Akashi looked pretty happy there. Stuff like that. So we get to see the White Fang for the first time there and stuff like that. So all that stuff happening and stuff like that. Mostly we go into the mostly Obito was telling me running late for both his exams there. Telling me Ren was telling me helping him out there and stuff like that. Mostly we see Nimato there was thinking or not Nimato. We see Akashi was acting weird there, and they're mostly addressing how Akashi was acting weird and stuff like that. That's what they're saying, and we'll see because his father generally died there, and mostly Obito goes to the park there and sees Akashi looking up at the sky. And that's where the episode ends. So, yep, that's pretty much it on that. That's pretty much it on Naruto Shippuden. Next, we had another episode of Naruto Shippuden, but I'm not going to do that one. Then after Naruto Shippuden, we had Made in Abyss, and that's where we run. So, yep. Comment, rate, and responses to the videos. We like the videos, please subscribe, hit the notification so uploads or responses to the videos. Like, carry out, at your peace.